Hi everyone, welcome to Value. So today I'm looking at Veru and it is trading at $11 and a market valuation of $887 million. So basically there's not been a lot of newsworthy things that have happened lately for Veru. We're still waiting on at least one approval to come across the table, but not really anything has kind of popped off. Basically, the only certain date we really have is the FDA, which was November the 9th. Originally, we were pretty excited when it came in at October, and then when they delayed it by a whole month, it was kind of partly annoying, partly disappointing as well. But I think that's also part of the process. Hey, they can't, rush these things, so you kind of have to give it time, and we're just giving it time here and we're just waiting. I think sometimes good things take time, and hopefully this is going to be one of the best of things, especially once that committee meeting happens, and hopefully they all look at that data and kind of see it in a positive light, because I know the company's kind of done their best to compile the data in a way that kind of gives everyone all the information. But we never know. Experts might see it all entirely differently. From what I've seen, the data looks really, really good. I think the only thing that lets it down is kind of like the couple of hundred samples, because usually samples are much larger, but with the sample being so small, I think it just causes some doubt in the FDA that some of them, potentially one or two people have their doubts, and basically they're like, internally, the FDA doesn't feel that comfortable approving it unless they kind of feel like the external kind of community kind of feel the same way. So hence why a committee meeting. And I think if the committee meeting has some positives, FDA will find some relief in putting this approval across the line, because they don't want to just approve something that has small numbers. Potentially, you're approving something on small numbers, but it's going to be used in such a large scale around the world, which kind of makes it a very difficult decision for them, I guess, because everyone's looking at the FDA and going, if the FDA likes it, then chances are the whole world likes it. And if that's the case, then they got to make a decision with good conscience, and a decision that they feel is going to be the right one, and not one that feels rushed or anything like that. So hence why they've kind of pushed out the dates, and it's possible that a lot of submissions came onto their table, and they thought, okay, there's going to be a lot of submissions, there's going to be a lot of opinions, we're going to have to give everyone time to look through it. This can't be rushed, so make it November basically. So we've got one more month from now, and hopefully no more delays, and hopefully things go in the right way. Apart from that, we are also waiting on a decision from Europe, from the UK, from Australia, and possibly from Canada. We know an application was potentially submitted by another company, so, and potentially in Korea as well. So there's quite a lot of applications that have been put in, and it's just a matter of time of is there anything that's going to be coming through. Like for Europe, it wasn't an application. It was just a review of the treatment. But it was, in a way, it kind of acts like an application, because if the review comes out good, countries in Europe can start buying it. That's also going to be something that's quite positive for the company. But until then, we're just in a whole big waiting game, which is that's the reality of being a shareholder. It's the biggest waiting game, but I think that's also why we buy stocks. We buy stocks because we don't really, want to be that hands-on in things, but we're quite interested in things that make sizable gains. So usually things that make sizable gains usually take a bit of time, and hence why we wait and we wait and we wait. And like all good things, hopefully it comes out really, really good, and all the waiting that you've put in eventually pays off. Yeah, like until then, yeah, I think I just really wanted to just post an update on this. Yeah, if you've got any questions, post below. Until then, good luck investing, everyone.